Okay, so today we're going to find a formula for the sum of the first n integers. And one way to do this is to just start with an example and do some experimentation. So we'll take n equals 8 and just look at this and how we can kind of group these numbers together. One thing we can do is group the first and the last number together and see that 1 plus 8 equals 9. Then we can group the second term and the second to last term. This also is 9. 3, 6, 9, 4, and 5. This is 9. So what we notice here is we do 9 and times 4. How do we get these numbers? Well, we started with n equals 8, so to generalize, to get 9, we just do n plus 1. This makes sense. And then 4 comes from 8 divided by 2. That's how many pairs we get. So we have the formula n divided by 2 times n plus 1. And so that's the case for when we have an even n. What if we have an odd n, say n equals 9? And we'll still try our pair method. We have 1 and 9 gets us 10. And then 2 and 8, that's also 10. 3, 7, and 4 and 6. So what we have here is 10 times 4, but then we have this 5 here, so we add 5. Now how do we get these numbers? 10 is just n plus 1. 4, how do we get that from 9? We do 9 minus 1 and divide that by 2. And then how do we get 5? We get this by doing n plus 1 divided by 2. And to simplify this formula, we can factor out a common factor. We see that n plus 1 divided by 2 we can factor out. N minus 1 plus this just becomes 1, and this simplifies to n plus 1 divided by 2 times n, which is just n over 2 times n plus 1, which is the same. So in both the even and the odd case of n, we have the same formula here. And this kind of makes sense because here we really have 4.5 pairs. We have, because 5 is really just 10 divided by 2, so we can just think of that as like half a pair. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense.